Welcome to Blurr. Today, we're stepping into a story where truth is never simple. Memories lie as easily as people do, and an alibi can be both a shield and a weapon. Thank you for being here. Anatomy of an Alibi is a tightly wound psychological thriller that places us inside the mind of a woman whose life is already fractured long before a crime pulls everything apart. This is not a fast explosion of twists, but a slow, deliberate tightening of the screws. The story unfolds like a careful autopsy, cutting layer by layer into identity, trust, and the stories we tell to survive. The plot centers on a woman whose past is deeply entangled with a traumatic event, one that never truly let her go. When a crime resurfaces connections she thought were buried, she is forced to confront the possibility that the truth she remembers may not be the truth at all. Everyone around her seems to know more than they are saying. Every conversation feels loaded. Every detail feels slightly off. And at the center of it all is the alibi, solid on the surface, fragile underneath. As the narrative moves forward, we follow the protagonist navigating suspicion from others while doubting herself just as much. The story plays with perspective and reliability, making the reader constantly question what is real, what is misremembered, and what has been deliberately hidden. Instead of relying on shocking action, the tension grows through emotional pressure, psychological unease, and the creeping sense that the ground beneath the story is unstable. What this story is really about is not just solving a mystery, but understanding how trauma reshapes memory. The novel asks an uncomfortable question. If your memories protect you, but those memories are wrong, who are you without them? The alibi becomes symbolic, representing the lies we cling to, not just to avoid punishment, but to avoid pain. At its core, the central theme is identity under pressure. The book explores how people rewrite their own narratives to survive guilt, fear, or grief. Truth here is not binary. It is fragmented, emotional, and deeply personal. Every character is protecting something, and the reader slowly realizes that innocence and guilt are not always opposites. One of the best parts of this book is how patiently it trusts the reader. It doesn't rush revelations. It lets discomfort linger. The emotional stakes feel real because the danger isn't only external, it's internal. Watching the protagonist unravel and rebuild her understanding of herself is as compelling as uncovering the mystery itself. However, this book may not work for everyone. If you prefer fast-paced thrillers packed with constant twists and action, this story might feel slow. The tension here is psychological rather than explosive. It demands attention, patience, and emotional engagement. Readers who want clear heroes and villains may also find the moral ambiguity challenging. This story is ideal for readers and listeners who enjoy psychological thrillers, character-driven mysteries, and stories that explore memory, trauma, and self-deception. If you like narratives that make you question the narrator and sit with uncertainty, this book is for you. Why is this book worth your time? Because it respects your intelligence. It doesn't spoon-feed answers. It invites you to participate, to doubt, to reflect. Long after the story ends, its questions linger about truth, responsibility, and the stories we build to survive ourselves. By the final moments, the alibi is no longer just a plot device. It becomes a mirror, and what you see in it may be uncomfortable, but it's honest. Thank you for spending your time with Blurr. If this story intrigued you, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Drop your thoughts or requests in the comments. What book should we explore next? Your support helps this channel grow, and we're grateful you're here.